Y'all go get that baby right now. Perfect afternoon to take a walk, something like that outdoors, especially before it gets uncomfortably warm. Right now sitting in the 70s area wide and upper 60s. For the time being, you can see mostly sunny skies once again, and yes, the flags are moving nicely once again. Now, not nearly what we were seeing the past 2 afternoons, but still can be breezy at times, dry air in place once again with a weak front moving across our state. Now, I say front, yes, technically it is a cold front, but it's surely not going to feel cold. We're still going to be in the 80s, once again trending very warm above the norm this afternoon. Right now it's 60 in Waco, 70 in DFW. You can see 60s and 70s across the entire state. Winds sustained at nearly 15 miles an hour, west of 281 right now in our western counties as well. The Brazos Valley can see some stray 25-mile-an-hour wind gusts. All of us can gust above 20 this afternoon. But like I said, the winds aren't as high as the past 2 afternoons. Still, though, that elevated risk for grass fires to pop up. We need rainfall. Thankfully, it's looking like the Mountain West is getting a tad bit of a break from the red flag warnings. Now, you're still seeing one here in central Texas, just to the southwest of us, down in the Texas Hill Country. They are even worse in terms of drought conditions, this extended period where they typically see rainfall and just haven't for some time. You can see moving into D.C., New York, some more snow. It's like the East Coast hogged all the moisture this winter season thus far. I mentioned red flag warnings are going to be valid. Texas Hill Country, so just outside of our viewing area down towards Burnett and basically pointing southwest from there. So we're just under that threshold here in central Texas. High temperatures, even though we have a front moving across, basically shifted our winds but did nothing else because our temperatures are still going to go through 80 degrees, approaching 85 for some folks into this afternoon. Just very warm afternoon ahead. Windy at times, overall calm, quiet, and dry, though. That has been the theme of the 7-day forecast and just continues to dominate our forecast. But just stick with me a second. I will talk about when we're finally potentially going to see some precipitation that it's much needed. You likely want a light jacket Friday morning, upper 40s for our far west counties. Everyone else is going to be between about 50 and 55 for overnight lows tonight, tomorrow morning. Wind gust forecast is going to call for sustained winds from 10 to 20. May see some stray 25-mile-an-hour gusts out of the north through this afternoon. Things will calm down as we roll into the evening hours and tomorrow as well. So again, just to recap things, we're dry and trending warm again. The next few days, we're going to go well up out of the 70s into the 80s for high temperatures. Nothing changing about that as we approach and go through the weekend. We wake up in the 50s tomorrow morning. Winds die down tomorrow afternoon, y'all. This is patio weather, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. You have a dinner reservation, I would recommend being outside because we're going to be in the upper 70s as the sun gets lower in the sky. Just going to be beautiful. On Sunday morning, you can see that we can have patchy fog, maybe some drizzle in place with higher humidity and lows in the 60s, definitely indicating for that. Both days again over the weekend, we can see straight 20-mile-an-hour gusts, no rainfall. We're in the 80s both days over the weekend. When is this pattern shift that I am teasing? As we roll on into Tuesday, maybe a couple of spotty showers, increase in moisture with a low, potentially up to our north. Now the track changes on that. It can change drastically our rain chances, a potential total rainfall from this, but it's looking like we'll have rain chances starting Tuesday, but really the bulk of it looks to be Wednesday into Thursday of next week. But that can still change because it's the very end of the 7-day forecast and just outside of it. This long-range model, it's basically a signal outside of the 7-day. We look to be leaning wet, so it means we're looking to potentially see a real pattern shift that we need, and so it's a good thing. Again, weather impact alert for today. That is the warm, dry, and breezy conditions that we're seeing. That slightly elevated risk for grass fires to pop up. 80s next few days, including both days over the weekend. We begin March and usher in finally some rain chances, especially again just outside of this. Hopefully we can up that chance on Wednesday, Lindsay. We need rain.
Yes, we sure do. All right, Whitney, thank you.